Hello everybody, welcome back to a new One Punch Man the Strongest video. Now today we're going to be going over whether you should pull the Garou or Garou's Keepsake, and before the video begins please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Discord server in the description down below if you like the content, and share the channel around if you want to. Now let's get right into this. So Garou, essentially the strongest UR in the entire game, almost without a doubt, and I believe we should probably start off with the normal ultimate. So it delivers a 5-hit combo to all targets, dealing direct damage equal to 130% of max HP, and each hit can trigger Specialized Evolve once. Each attack adds 100% of original max HP as true damage and increases true damage by 20% for 2 rounds. Now, this is roughly 630% of max HP, alongside the extra 20% on top of that of the 500% from this attack, or this part of the attack. Now, so this breaks down to 130% of max HP for direct damage and 500% for the true damage, and then 20% of 500% is like, I don't know, I guess it's like 600% roughly. So technically the ult does about 730% of his max HP without the Keepsake. Then also we have the 5-star passive, which permanently increases own HP by blah blah blah, gain 70% specialized evasion, and immune to deterrence, stun, specialized. I don't think that's right. I think that's supposed to be specialized stun, and increase self block rate by 30%. Now to move on to the Keepsake. It delivers a 5-hit combo to all targets, dealing direct damage equal to 100% of max HP. Each instance can trigger Specialized Evolve once. This is very samey, except for it's up about 40% from the original attack, or from the original ultimate. Each attack adds 140% of original max HP as true damage, up from 100% as the normal attack. Increase self true damage by 35%, or increase self 35% true damage bonus for 2 rounds. So that is a nearly doubled damage number for that. So I would say 140 times 5, that's just about 700% in and of itself. And then you take about 40%, which is, I'm going to calculate on 40% because that's easier. You get about 900%, and as a total, about 1,000, maybe 1,100% of max HP as an attack. Pardon my inability to speak. So you get about 1,100% of your max HP as damage. So the big increase is it nearly doubles your damage, from 600% to nearly 1,100. Now let's get into what this Ultra Ultimate looks like. I will play this for you now. Now, the real difference between the normal ultimate HP or animation and the Ultra Ultimate animation is the close-up of Garou near the end, and maybe a little more explosions. I'm not necessarily a fan. I think it's all mostly the same, really. So I'm not a massive fan of that, but I think it's good. I think it is just a little better. Now, onto the pros and cons of pulling for his Keepsake. Starting off with the pros, and at the top right you can see what each color means. Number 1, you get even higher damage. Increases true damage bonus from 20% to 35%, which is a pretty big increase, nearly double. True damage dealt increase from 100% to 140%, and direct damage dealt increase from 130 to 170% per hit. I forgot to put, the true damage is dealt increase per hit. The direct damage is 130 to 170%. Number 2, the 5P passive is now unlocked, which increases specialized evasion chance from 70% to 80% at 70% at 5-star and 80% at 5P, and block rate increase from 30% at 5-star to 35% at 5P. The third pro here is level mastery increase, level 3 and 4. Increases HP regained after the use of specialized unyielding and base stats. That's not a massive pro, but it's better. It's not a con. Now onto the cons. 1. UR Sonic V2 releases next month, or at least should release next month. Now, specifically, this is only an issue because you need UR Sonic V2's Keepsake for him to be at his max effectiveness. And so if you skip his Keepsake, you're going to miss out on a lot of your speed. Although most of his speed is from his Awakening too. The 5P passive isn't particularly crazy or good. I mean, it is good, but it's not crazy. Does not increase any damage types, and Specialized Evasion likely caps at 80% alongside non-crit damage free. So you get that 80%, and then your Mastery doesn't do a whole lot. So if you do your Mastery, you should reach that 80% regardless. So really what you get is the extra 5% block rate, and then the Awakening, not the Awakening, the Ultra Ultimate. And then for the third, already a top 3 UR character without the Keepsake. The damage isn't radically different. It is, relatively speaking, but if you don't have his Keepsake, you probably won't miss it too much, because your damage is already insanely high. And only character with 3 passives, as well as being free, and so getting the Keepsake is not entirely needed. Now, to return to the game, personally, I am going to get his Keepsake. I believe his Keepsake is a massive deal for me, as well as being able to get UR plus Genos' Keepsake if I need to, since that is going to be about 4 or 5 months away. So getting his Keepsake is not really a problem, since I'm skipping Sonics, and I'm skipping Metal Bats, and I'm skipping Garous, probably. Let's just take a quick look at the level mastery. So after any 2 characters take action, remove this and recover 70%. So this is the tier 3. You gain 30% HP as Specialized Guard after unyielding for the tier 3. And then tier 4, I believe that's here. So obtain stackable Specialized Unyielding effect. After taking fatal damage, gain Specialized Unyielding. And after any 3 characters take an action, remove this and remove the Specialized Unyielding and recover 80% of max HP, triggers once per battle. And then it goes from 30% Specialized Specialized Guard to 50% as Specialized Guard. So not particularly a big increase, but still relatively useful. Alongside, the third passive, and the only character in the game with a third passive being after being attacked by a hero's active attack, permanently obtain 30% non-crit damage free. This is massive, actually. Just keep that in mind. He already doesn't take a shit ton of damage, so this non-crit damage free is kind of insane. But also, if you're getting hit with a crit, this doesn't even do much. So really, this just kind of reinforces his kit. Now, overall, the total should you pull? That depends on your pull plan. If you are a whale and you can get Sonic's Keepsake afterwards, and you plan to get Sonic, then I would get it. If you are a low spender and you still need to get Sonic, or you don't have like Galewind or Zombie Man and you need Sonic, I would skip Garou's Keepsake, get Sonic. You're going to get a decent damage increase from Sonic as well in PvP. So it's one or the other, and I'd say Sonic's is more important. If you're a free-to-play and you don't plan to get Sonic, and you don't plan to get Metal Bat, and your next pull is going to be Garou over in 3-4 months, I would say get Garou's Keepsake. It's going to be a very useful character, plus he's being given away for free. So if you have the tickets to get the Keepsake, and you want to get the character as well, and you are planning to get him for free, then just get the Keepsake. You'll be good. And the Awakening 2 is not crazy good anyway, so do whatever you want to do in that case scenario. However, we have gotten a lot of Keepsake tickets as of recent, and we might get more, so that's kind of in a gray area for me. Not necessarily gray, but overall, very good Keepsake. The damage is a lot higher, and the passive isn't a crazy increase. The benefit you're going to see is going to be rather immediate rather than over time, like say maybe a Deep Sea King or SSR plus Garou boss. Their Keepsake didn't seem crazy important on release, but after you get the 5P passive, it generally does massively increase. Also similar to URG4, where the damage does massively increase whether you have that 5P and the Keepsake. So overall, I'd pull as Keepsake if you don't plan to get the Speedster that's coming up, or you don't plan to get Metal Bat, or, you know, all that jazz. It's a good Keepsake. And yeah, so that's all I've got for today. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's One Punch Man the Strongest video. If you did enjoy, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Discord server in the description down below, and if you'd like to support me, please share the channel around. I did do a poll whether y'all wanted me to reopen a like coupon. Hold on, I'm stuck in something right now. There we go. Whether y'all wanted me to reopen a coupon donation thing. I'm still on the fence, even as myself on it, because I'm not a big fan of taking those donations. So no is 2%, and then wait until 2K subs is the second highest. I'm being told yes, but I'm not really sure how to implement it. I don't know if I should just share my UID and SID and then just be done with it. So boom, there it is. If you want to donate, shit, cool. And if you don't want to, oh well. It mostly just will help with polls. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.